All right, so I'm just going to quickly go over some tips for breaking in a wrap. Now, this is specific to woven wraps. Woven wraps are much more versatile and they do not offer the stretch that you get in, a typical jersey stretchy wrap that a lot of people use first. So, woven wrap specific. So, when you get your wrap, it's typically quite stiff. This one's been broken in a bit, so it moves a little nicer. Now, in terms of doesn't like to slide or move when I pull it, that could be a couple different things. So every wrap is different. Depending on how it's woven, some wraps are going to have a slippery feel to them, while some wraps are going to have a very, how do I put this? But like there's a lot of friction. It's a grippier, so it's just going to be harder always. But breaking in your wrap can definitely help improve how well it moves. So one thing I like to do is when you first get your wrap, most of them you're going to want to wash. They should have a label that gives you care, like any of the care information should be on there. This one's 100% cotton. It can just get thrown in the washing machine. I use a really gentle detergent and make sure it doesn't have optical brighteners. And just washing it alone is going to help dramatically. Then some fabrics you can go ahead and put in the dryer and use some, like if you use little wool balls, it really helps to break it up a lot faster. And that's another great option. That alone is going to do a lot. Some wraps you need to air dry, and then you can even iron them to help break them in. But again, look at your wrap. It should have information on what you can and can't do with it. They're all different. They are made out of different, materials, and what you can do with 100% cotton is not the same as with 100% silk. So look into it. Another thing is just doing a little chain. I think this is called a daisy chain. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. But basically, you're just going to go through and you're going to pull it through over and over, and it's going to help kind of break it up a little bit as you go through and do this. The other thing is just use it. The more you use it, the better it's going to get. But if you want to do this, you can if you have older kids, let them play with it. You could, use it as a lumbar support and just kind of sit there and move with it. Some people take theirs and chuck them under a couch cushion or something and just sit on it multiple times. But the reality is just using it is going to go, so washing and then using are going to be two huge things that dramatically improve how your wrap works. So I hope that was helpful.